Welcome, Christy Ruffner here, and today is November 30th, the last day of November. So it's been July, August, September, October, November, 4 full months that I've been in MyPayingAds, and today we're going to set up our December cash balance series that I'm planning on doing, where I'm planning on tracking my cash balance on a daily basis. I've been doing this for about a week already, and I decided that for the month of December that I was going to try to do a video series. I think it'll probably be weekly, so there'll be 4 of these that will be uploaded that will show you the progression daily of my cash balance. And we're going to start today by looking at my cash balance from the last 7 days. I'm actually missing 2 of those days because understand I'm letting these cash balances accrue for 24 hours, so that's from midnight to midnight. And so on a couple of nights it's, waking up in the middle of the night and just sort of taking care of business before my brain really engages. And once you make that purchase, the money's gone, the screenshot's gone, and so that day is sort of wasted as far as showing you the proof of that cash balance. But take my word for it, every single day in the last 7 days, my cash balance, while it has gone up and down, there are some extremely greatly profitable days and other days that are not so profitable. I will say though that the days that the profits dipped were over the Thanksgiving holiday. So I would anticipate that is because people are focused more on their holiday celebrations, being with family and such, rather than being glued to their computer and taking care of their business, as it should be. That's part of what this great business is all about, is having the flexibility to be where you want, with who you want, for as long as you want, and not having to worry about your business. So while the profits, and it's not necessarily just the profit share earnings, but also the commissions, will go up and down depending on where people are at in their lives, and because that is what's directly responsible for the profit share, is the actual purchasing of ad shares through the program. So but what's really exciting is that even on my lowest days, I still broke the $100 mark on my cash balance, and was still able to grow my profit shares in all of the levels, plus keep them maxed out, which is part of what that 70% repurchase balance is all about. That repurchase balance is there to guarantee not only the growth of the company as a whole, but to guarantee your growth as well, so that that money is always there for you to be able to repurchase those ad shares. That is where your income comes from. So yes, the income is from withdrawing profits, but if you're not continually growing the program, if you just take out profits and you don't continue to purchase ad shares, eventually that income is going to go away. And so that 70% repurchase, where 70% of your income goes into that repurchase balance, and that is all you can do with it is repurchase, that guarantees your long-term residual income. So it's really, really important, and some of us need that, and it's really great to know that you have a big percentage of what you're making going in to continuing to grow your residual income. So let's take a look. I've got a little short presentation set up here with my current screenshots, and then through the month of December, every single day, I'll try anyway, to every single day have a screenshot of my current cash balance and my current ad shares. Now understand, I am not withdrawing yet, and I'm really not willing to make that sacrifice to prove anything to anybody, because this is my business and I want to grow it the way that I want to grow. And so every day, as soon as I finish taking that screenshot of that cash balance, I go back in and I spend that money on more ad shares, because that's growing my business, and to me that's what's number one priority. I do this for you so that you can see how this business is growing, and then once I start making my withdrawals, you're going to see that proof as well. Now, there is a lot of proof already available in our Facebook group, and if you want to be added there so that you can see that, all you need to do is send me a request on Facebook, make sure that I'm your friend, and ask me to add you to the MyPayingAds Facebook group, and you can go in there and you can take a look around. It's free to set up an account with MyPayingAds. We don't charge a membership fee. You go in, you take a look at everything that we're all about. You can peruse through every single nook and cranny of the website and make sure that we're really who we say we are, and get started. You can start with as little as $5, and you can buy ad packs, ad shares for as little as $1 to get started. And that is what's so amazing about this program, because what's really, really important is that we're trying to help people that really need the help. People who really don't have a lot of money to get a business started. They don't have a lot of time to get a business started. That was always my biggest problem, was not only finding the money to get started in something, but then once you get started in it, to be able to find the time to actually build that business, because you're working full-time, sometimes 2 and 3 jobs, just to try to make your ends meet. That was my never-ending cycle until I came across the programs like these that I'm working now and actually making money at. And so now I feel like I'm really making some ground up, and I'm progressing, and 2016 is really looking very promising for me. And that's why I want to share it with you, because if you're in the same boat that I was in, this could very well be your answer, but you are the only one that can take action on it. So I'm going to share the information with you. I'm going to show you how I'm growing, and then it's your decision as to whether you want to get started or not. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm going to show you the very first screenshot I took. I started this on 11/23. You can see here the timestamp, November 24th at 17 minutes after midnight. So you can see that my cash balance that first day was $101 plus some change. And then you can take a look here at my active shares and see that at that time I was currently 61 packs into plan number 8, and everything else was pretty much maxed out. So the next day we're going to take a look. We've got November 24th. It's actually just a few minutes before midnight here on this one. I have a cash balance of $186, almost $200 that day. Probably the difference was commissions, and when people are buying ad packs, that adds to the ad sharing as well. So you take a look here and you can see that all of my packs are totally maxed out, and that I've grown to 71 in plan 8. Then we go to the next day. You can see here that the timestamp is November 26th, just 2 minutes after midnight. And so that was the cash accumulation for the day before, $171 and some change. And then again, you can see all of my ad packs are maxed out, and I've grown to 99. Now, once you reach 100 ad packs in a plan, you can start purchasing at the next level, and that's generally what I do. I try to keep 2 plans growing at the same time while focusing on the lower plan and getting it up to the maximum of 200. So my next let me see here. Where did I go? Let's go to this one, I believe is the one. Let me see. I got lost here because I scrolled my mouse. So this one is 24, 25, 27. Here's what we want right here. Here is my last one, last night's, November 29th, 9 minutes after midnight. I had $129 and some change, and you can see here that I've grown from, yeah, I must have skipped one. Here, let's go back to this one, because, let's see. Yeah, here's the one that had the 99 ad shares in Plan 8. And then as we go to the next 11:27, it's just 40 seconds after midnight, and I have $123 and some change in my balance. And you can see here that I've grown past the 100 mark on Plan 8 and started purchasing packs on Plan 9. So I am continuing to grow, and then we're going to move on here to 11:29, which was last night, about 9 minutes after midnight. I took my screenshot. I had $129 and some change, and then you can see here that all of my packs are maxed out, and I have 124 in Plan 8 and 17 in Plan 9. So I am growing. It continues to get more rapid as I go. The reason being that, as I said, I go back in after I take my screenshot and I spend all of that money on ad shares. Now, I'm going to switch here to a live shot of my back office. I don't think I've logged in yet this morning. So the ad packs, I don't know. I might have logged in at some time. I roll over in the middle of the night and I'll log into my account. We'll be able to tell though by the ad packs in Plan 8 and Plan 9 as to whether I've made any purchases. Any purchases that I made after this screenshot would have pretty much cleared out the cash balance to start me out back at zero. I might have had a couple dollars left over, maybe 9, because I'm at the point now where I have to spend at least $30 to $40 to buy an ad share, period. And so $9 isn't going to purchase anything, and I already cleared out the repurchase balance. So probably started out today with $9 in my cash balance. And so we'll go in there live and we'll see what my ad shares look like. I might have purchased something in the wee hours of the morning. I can't remember. So let's go over there. And here is my account. I'm going to go ahead and log in right quick, and we're going to take a look at what we got. It's going to be a total surprise to me. I've been busy this morning. It's 11 o'clock here right now. So I for sure haven't been in here since before 6, and so I have no idea what's going on right now. So we're going to go ahead and exit out this login ad, and we're going to scroll down. Well, let's do this. Let's go to the shares history. We're going to go to the shares history, and I do have 128 here. So I purchased 4 shares. That would have been the 4 shares from my cash balance last night because I had $120. The shares here are $30 a piece. 4 times 30 is 120. So I purchased my 4. So I haven't been in here to purchase any shares since that original spending of my cash balance. Now I have lost 3, not lost, but I had 3 ad shares mature. You never lose anything in this program. The ad shares mature. Once they make you a certain amount of money, then they stop earning. It's the way that these programs are built, and they can't just keep earning forever. It just doesn't work that way. It's a business. So I need to replace 3 of these. 3 times 7 is 21. So $21 of my balance could go towards maxing out Plan 4. I don't generally make that a blanket statement. It's going to depend on what I have available to spend and what's the most beneficial way for me to spend it, because there's plenty of time throughout the day for me to come in here and spend $7 3 times. So I'm not going to worry about taking away from me being able to grow at these higher spots, these higher plans, by purchasing 3 $7 shares. So it really is something that you have to decide each time what's the best way to grow, because these higher plans take more money. You don't want to knock yourself down to where you can't purchase those higher ones. You can't get, if you keep buying the lower ones over and over and over again, then you lose that opportunity to purchase at the higher plans. And those lower plans are generally easier to be able to meet the monetary needs for those. So we're going to go over here to the purchase shares, and we're going to take a look at what we've got. And it looks like I have $157 to spend in my repurchase balance. So that is really great. If I got up to 160, then I could actually buy 4 of those $40 ad shares, because 4 times 4 is 16. So I might do that. I might just let this ride for another, however long it takes. I'll come in here and check a few times and see once it gets up to 160. Or if I could get 5 of the 130 or the 30 ad packs, because that would be $150, and then I could buy 1 $7 pack. That's probably the best way to go, because that allows me to kill sort of 2 birds with 1 stone. I can make a step forward on my Plan 4 packs, and then I could get 5 $30 packs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take 5 there. I always make sure and click this repurchase balance first box, and then you click preview. And that's going to take you to a screen where it shows you how much of your money that you're spending. 5 shares at $30 a piece make $150. We're going to go ahead and pay now. Alright, and then we're going to go back to our history, and we're going to take a quick look, because at Plan 8 we had 128. So if you add 5 onto that, that's going to be 133. So we want to see this Plan 8 go up to 133, and then we're going to buy 1 more at Plan 4. And this is the number over here, the total shares that you really want to watch, because it's very possible that in the time that it takes me to click back and forth on these pages, that more of these Plan 4s could mature. And so this number, you don't know what this number is going to do, but you know that when you purchase a new ad share, this number here is going to go up by however many ad shares you have. And so likewise here, but because these are these are higher plans and they're newer, they're not going to be expiring anytime soon. So both of these numbers are going to stay the same for quite a while. So this one's going to go up to 133, and this one's going to go up to 322. So let's go back over here to the purchase shares, and we're going to go back in and see that we have $7.26 left in our repurchase balance. The cash balance is still the same because we haven't asked the program to take any of that money. We're going to leave that to accumulate for the day, and we are going to come here and we're going to purchase 1, and we're going to tick our box, use repurchase balance first. If we didn't tick this box, the program would automatically take that $7 out of that $77. It's just the way the software is set up. Nobody's trying to rip you off or anything. That's why they put this little box here, is so that you can tell the software to automatically take that out of the repurchase balance so that your cash balance can accrue if you want to withdraw. Now understand that the people who really are making it up to the higher levels of this program are not drawing any cash out at these lower levels until they reach their goal. Once you reach your goal, whatever that is, whether it's $100 a day, $200 a day, $750 a day, then you can start withdrawing. But you need to make sure that you continue to grow. And so that's what the repurchase balance is all about. That's why it's there, is so that you don't have to worry about that figuring that math out. You've got that money going automatically into your repurchase balance to keep your business growing. So none of us are here, at least you shouldn't be, for hit and run. Basically, if you want to have something that's sustaining, that's going to keep paying you over and over and over again, then you need to keep building over and over and over. And so that's what the program helps you do. We're going to go ahead and hit preview. We're going to purchase this ad, share, and then we're going to go back here and show you that money is gone. Okay, that money is gone. Cash balance is still there. And then we're going to go over here to the payment history, and you're going to see that those payments were automatically added to this record here. Here you can see these were the first two purchases I made right around midnight. I had $28 in my repurchase balance that I used to top off Plan 4, which, as you noticed, once we went back there today, more of those had matured. And so it's a continual thing to keep your lower plans maxed out. And then I had $129 in the cash balance that I used $120 to purchase 4 of the Plan 8, which are $30 a piece. And then I came back in just now and purchased 5 more of those $30 ad shares for $150, and then purchased the $7 ad share for 1 in Plan 4. Now we're going to go back and see whether those ad shares have been credited or not yet. You can see that the Plan 4 has not been credited yet. It does take a little bit of time, and it's due to all of the heavy traffic that's on this site all of the time. If you will look up here, we have a total of 87,147 members in this site, and not all of them are paid members, but a good portion of them are, and they're all basically working this program. You can see here that we've made a total of $4,219,151 of payouts since March 30th of this year, and that our last payout was $750. Somebody is there are actually a few of the members who are all the way up into Plan 10 and 11, where they're actually withdrawing $750 a day. That is thousands and thousands of dollars a month. If you can get yourself to that level, that is what your payday will be. And you can withdraw that every single day. Okay, there are people doing it. They're showing screenshots in the Facebook. Okay, so I do show the 5 Plan 8 shares that I've purchased, so that's gone up to 133. So that purchase, if you scroll down here, you can see it's been added to my active shares. We're still waiting for that $7 share to show up. So let's refresh the page and see if that's going to happen. Okay, a lot of people don't see. There we go. We've gotten our 1 ad pack there. A lot of people don't understand really how this works. They're watching the wrong numbers, or they're clicking through their pages too fast. They're not allowing the software to adequately register what needs to happen before they click away from the page. It's just like uploading a video to YouTube. YouTube tells you don't click away from this page until this is done, because if you do, then that the process isn't complete. And so when you are purchasing your shares, slow down, take the time to let the page completely reload, and give it time to register in the software. You get all panicky and you start sending in requests to the admin for support, and by the time they get around to you, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's okay, everything's fixed. So try to relax and put your trust in the program, because it works. There's way too many of us that are showing that it does. And so if you're having problems, more likely than not, it's user error. And if it isn't, then, and it's legitimate, put in a support ticket. Right here up in this upper menu, you can see the link that says support. You would click on that. You go and you enter in, add a new support request, and you fill out all of this information here and click submit. And once you get the number, let me go back so I can show you where that's at. Once you get the ID for the support ticket, you take that number and you copy it and you take it over into the Facebook group, and there is a support thread. You paste that number into the support thread and they will get to you. Okay, remember that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people on the site, many of them having support issues from many different issues with the website, legitimate or not. And so they're working very hard to get through all of those. Plus, at the same time, they're working very hard at improving on the support structure of the site. So it's a process that we're growing into. And if you can understand that and relax a little bit and know that MyPayingAds is the real deal, the admin is the real deal, we're all very, very happy, from the people that start with $5 to the people that start with $100 to the people that start with $4,000 and $5,000. We're all happy with this site and with what it's providing for us. So that's it for today. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Make sure and click the link below. Get started. It's free. Take a look at the program. Send me your questions. So that's it for now. That's it for now. You make it a great day. Go out there and create your success, and I'll see you in the next video.